I jolted awake. Blood of Jesus, I shouted in shock. Shh, it's me, Kandi, OGA Rufus mumbled, sitting on my bed. Ah, Sir Rufus. What are you doing in my room? I asked, rubbing my sleepy eyes. I came to check on you, to see if you were sleeping well since it's your first night in the city, he said, his eyes lingering on my partially exposed chest. Noticing his gaze, I quickly adjusted my singlet, pulling it firmly over my breasts. You don't have to cover yourself from me, he murmured with a smirk. Just take me as your guardian. I shifted uncomfortably, pressing my back against the headboard as my heart pounded. Something about his presence in my room at this hour sent shivers down my spine. Sir Rufus, it's late, please. You should go, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. He chuckled, his fingers tracing the edge of my blanket. Kandi, don't be scared. I just want to make sure you're comfortable. You're new here and trust me, the city can be cruel to innocent girls like you. His words carried a weight that made my stomach churn. I swallowed hard, gripping the bedsheet tightly. Thank you, sir. But I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep. His eyes darkened, and for a moment, I feared he wouldn't leave. But then, he sighed dramatically and stood up. All right, Kandi, rest well. But remember, if you ever need anything at all, I'm here. His lips curved into a sly smile before he turned and walked towards the door. I held my breath until he finally stepped out, shutting the door behind him. My hands were trembling. What was that? I quickly locked the door and crawled under the blanket, my heart still racing. I had a bad feeling about Rufus. Something told me this wouldn't be the last time he tried something like this. Rufus' point of view. I left Kandi's room and got under the shower feeling so hot. I can't stop thinking about Kandi, her big breasts, her large hips, and her big backside. If I don't have her, no one else will. I know she's still a virgin, but I don't want to disappoint Jeff, Kandi's dad. He trusted me so much, that's why he released her daughter to me, I thought.
Next day, after the day's activity, I sat in a local drinking joint with my best friend Chidi. As we sip our liquor, you seemed so lost in thought today, Rufus. Hope all is well, Chidi questioned, taking a sip of his drink. It is nothing, Chidi, I replied. And since when have you started hiding things from me? He asked me, getting pissed. Okay, fine, it's about the girl my friend brought from the village to come stay with me. What about her? He questioned. She is so hot. She's well developed and have all the womanly figures to turn a man on. She's really driving me crazy, I explained to Chidi, who bursted into a hysterical laughter. What is funny now? I asked, getting upset. I did not mean to upset you, my friend, is just how ignorant you are, he uttered. What did you mean? I asked him. He asked me to bring my ears closer to him while he whispered something to my ears. I covered my mouth, preventing me from screaming out due to what he told me. Few hours later, I branched a small classy boutique for ladies wear. I got so many female panties. Bra and tight for Kandi, I know she's going to like it. I got into the car and drove home. I got home and met her in the living room, sleeping. Immediately she heard the opening of the door. She sat up immediately, rubbing her sleepy eyes. Good evening, sir, she greeted, coming to help me with some of the bags I was holding. How are you, my Kandi? I questioned, staring at her slightly open chest. I got you some stuff. You can just go to your room and try them on, I uttered, handing her the bag. Thanks so much, sir. God bless you, sir, she said and rushed to her room. While I head to my room, when I was sure she must be trying on the dress, I wore just my boxer and head to her room. I opened the door without knocking, only to see her standing stark naked.
Follow for part 3.